Hey everybody, and welcome to Kevin Kraut YouTube channel. Hope everybody's having a great day. Sorry I haven't been around for a while. And we're going to do the 2021 College Bowl games. You have two games I already played today. Middle Tennessee beat Toledo. Northern Illinois versus Coastal. Coastal won against them 47-41. That was a very close game. Within a second for Northern Illinois to almost come back, but they didn't have enough. Plus, that dude had a last name as Lombardi. I don't know if he's related to him, the quarterback for Northern Illinois. Both quarterbacks are pretty really good. Hopefully this is a lot clearer than I have been doing. Then you have Western Kentucky versus App State. That's tomorrow. I'm going to go with... I don't like App State by any means. I guess I'll go with App State on this one. You got UTEP versus Fresno State. I'm going to go with Fresno State. UAB versus... I should say the bowl. The Boca Raton Bowl. That is the App State versus Western Kentucky. The Mexican Bowl, that's the UTEP versus the Fresno State Bowl. Then you have the Independence Bowl. UAB versus BYU. I'm going to go with BYU. And then you have you have the Lending Tree Bowl versus Liberty. Eastern Michigan versus Liberty. I'm going to go with Liberty. Let's see. You have the LA Bowl. Utah State versus Oregon State. I'm going to go with Oregon State. New Orleans Bowl. Louisiana versus Marshall. I'm going to go with Louisiana. You have the Myrtle Beach Bowl. That's in my hometown. Well, not too far from me, about a couple hours away. Old Dominion versus Tulsa. I'm going to go with Tulsa. Kent State versus Wyoming. I'm going to go with Wyoming. That's the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. The Frisco Bowl. UTSA versus San Diego. I'm going to go with UTSA. And then you have the Armed Forces Bowl. Missouri versus Army. I'm going to go with Army. What a great win for Navy against Army. You know, and Navy has won 14 in a row, then they lost that one. Navy's done pretty good against Army usually. Then you have Gasparilla Bowl. UCF Knights versus Florida. I'm going to go with Florida. I'm going to do every single bowl game so I don't have to do this later on. Then you have the Hawaii Bowl. Memphis versus Hawaii. I'm going to go with Memphis. Georgia State. The Camellia Bowl. Georgia State versus Ball State. I'm going to go with Georgia State. You have the Quick Lane Bowl. Nevada versus Western Michigan. I'm going to go with Nevada. Military Bowl. Boston College versus EZU. I'm going to go with Boston College. Birmingham Bowl, Houston versus Auburn. I'm gonna go with Auburn. The First Responder Bowl, Air Force versus Louisville. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Air Force on this one. Liberty Bowl, Mississippi State versus Texas Tech. I am gonna go with Mississippi State. Then you have the Holiday Bowl. UCLA versus NC State. I'm gonna go with NC State. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl, West Virginia versus Minnesota. I'm gonna go with Minnesota. Fenway Bowl, SMU versus Virginia. I'm gonna go with Virginia. The Pinstripe Bowl. Maryland versus Virginia Tech. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech. You have the Cheez-It Bowl. You have the Clemson Tigers versus Iowa State. I'm going to go with Iowa State. And then you have the Alamo Bowl, Oregon versus Oklahoma. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. South Carolina got their quarterback. The Duke's Bowl, Mayo Bowl. North Carolina versus South Carolina. Both teams are 6-6. I'm going to go with South Carolina on this one. I can't believe how early that game is. It's kind of stupid, but it's 11:30 game. Then you have the Music City Bowl. Tennessee versus Purdue. I'll go with Tennessee. Then you have the Peach Bowl. Pittsburgh versus Michigan State. I'll go with Pittsburgh. Then you have the Las Vegas Bowl. That's a late game. Really late. Wisconsin versus Arizona State. Go with Wisconsin. The Gator Bowl. Wake Forest versus Texas A&M. Go with Texas A&M. But don't count out Wake Forest, though. Washington State. The Sun Bowl, Washington State versus Miami. I'm going to go with Miami. Arizona Bowl, Central Michigan versus Boise State. I'm going to go with Boise State. Cotton Bowl, Cincinnati versus Alabama. I'm going to go with Alabama. And then you have Georgia Bulldogs. This is the Orange Bowl. Georgia Bulldogs versus Michigan. This could be a very close one. I'm going to go with Michigan on this one. And then you have the Outback Bowl. Penn State versus Arkansas. We'll go with Penn State. Fiesta Bowl. Oklahoma State versus Notre Dame. We'll go with Notre Dame. Then you have the Citrus Bowl. Iowa versus Kentucky. I'm going to go with Iowa. Then you have the Rose Bowl. Ohio versus Utah. I'm going to go with this is a hard one. I guess Ohio State on this one. Then you have the Sugar Bowl, Baylor versus Ole Miss. I'm going to go with good old Baylor. Then you have the Texas Bowl, LSU versus Kansas State. I am going to go with the good old LSU. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Hopefully this looks so much better than my other phone. This is a brand new phone that I recorded with today. Hopefully you like it. And don't forget to share and subscribe and like the video. What a great year for Coastal Carolina. They finished 12-2. That is better than Clemson and most teams. I mean, shoot, that's even better than the Buckeyes. Ain't it kind of backwards? It's very backwards. But I will see y'all later. Bye.